Now, we've known that Kia has been working on an all-new sports sedan for a few years now, but little did I know just how beautiful looking this all-new Stinger GT would be in person. I'm at the 2017 Detroit International Auto Show, and this is the all-new 2018 Kia Stinger GT. Let's take a first look. Now, just like their corporate partner Hyundai, Kia has made a lot of great strides in recent years, and all their products are fantastic. They are very competitive in every market that they compete in. And this Stinger GT is definitely an eye-watering car for Kia. It's the company's first ever premium rear-drive sports sedan. This vehicle goes head-to-head with vehicles like the BMW 3 Series, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, the Audi A4, and it's definitely got a look that should be able to take on a lot of those expensive German rivals. You can see the design of this Stinger GT sports a lot of the Kia family design cues, which you shouldn't really be surprised it's such a good looking vehicle. Peter Schreier is the head of the Hyundai Kia design division. Now, you can see the front, you have the signature Tiger Nose grille, these very attractive looking LED headlights with the LED signature lighting that Kia has been doing, and the whole front end has a very low, wide, aggressive stance. I especially like the lower front fascia with these deep air intakes, the lower front underbody spoiler. It's a really cohesive, attractive, and beautiful design in my eyes, especially in this really hot shade of blue that this particular one is showing. Now, underneath the hood, you're probably wondering what's going on. Kia is going to launch this car with two different engines. The base motor will be a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, about 255 horsepower from that option. Rear-wheel drive will be standard. Now, this particular one is the GT, so it has the 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 found in the Genesis G90. In this application, it should make the same 365 horsepower, 376 pound-feet of torque. Now, it all goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and you can take it between rear drive or all-wheel drive for those of you who live in the snowbelt states. Now, looking at the wheel designs, these are 19-inch wheels. You'll be able to distinguish the GT model from the 4-piston Brembo brakes. I mean, honestly, this is fantastic performance hardware, and I love the fact that Kia is offering a sedan like this. Now, because of all this performance hardware, Kia says this is the quickest accelerating vehicle they've ever offered. 0 to 60 times should be around 5 seconds, which honestly is very fast, and I think that a lot of enthusiasts looking for a affordable sports sedan may want to add this to your list. Now, stepping out to the rear, this is where the design gets a little bit tricky for me. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but this is my first time seeing it in person. I think it has a lot of Maserati and Jag built into the design. I really like the taillights that kind of go across the entire width, the quad outlet exhaust, and this vehicle is roughly about the size of the Optima, but it's priced in more of the compact sports sedan segment, which Kia says this car should start at around $35,000 when it does come to market. But overall, I think that the vehicle is definitely unique looking, and I think the Kia badge is going to surprise a lot of you. In fact, those of you who probably don't want to get the Kia version, Genesis will be launching their version of this vehicle, which will be the G70 in the coming months. But until then, this is one really unexpected vehicle from Kia, and I think that it will do extremely well when it comes to market. Now, a vehicle that competes in the sports sedan class has to have an interior that's worthy of that. So how does Kia do on the inside of this Stinger GT? Now, first looking inside, this is my first time obviously looking at the interior. It's definitely upscale looking. This is actually, I think it looks better than even the company's flagship K900 in terms of the design and the materials. Now, let me step inside here. It definitely feels low to the ground. The ceiling is also pretty low, so you kind of have to duck your head. Kia gave this a very low coupe-like stance, so it really shows. Now, setting into these seats, I'm noticing they're very wide bolster. They're also plentiful adjustments. It looks like it's like a 16-way power adjustment, and the leather itself feels good. It even smells nice in here, so Kia's really upped the quality in here, trying to go with that premium theme. Now, looking at the materials, you can see there's stitching on the dash. It's actually soft touch right here on the vents. I really like the circular air vents with the 3 across right here. And then also you're looking at an iPad-like screen for the center stack display. It looks like an 8-inch screen. Of course, it's going to have the latest version of Kia's U-Voice system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The steering wheel has really nice contrasting leather. I'm surprised it's not a flat bottom design, but it feels good. You have steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, which feel like they're made out of plastic. There's some nice piano black plastic trim here that's probably going to collect fingerprint marks, but I mean, overall, I like the metal look trim that they're using on the speaker grills, on some of the instrument panel buttons. There's dual zone climate control here, lots of knobs and buttons, so the interior here is really traditional. I can kind of get into it and know how it all works. Now, speaking of the overall feel, the cabin definitely feels snug, and you have a very nice view of the road. It feels low, it feels wide, and it goes with that sports sedan theme. that a lot of buyers are going for. But I mean, overall, I think the interior is definitely a step up for the Kia brand. It feels more upscale than a lot of their other offerings. I think a lot of consumers are going to be really surprised when this vehicle comes to market. Now, speaking of when it comes to market, expected to hit dealer showrooms by summer or middle of this year, with no pricing yet announced, but it should start around the $35,000 range from what I hear about rumors, which should be an interesting vehicle for Kia when it does come to market. For Redline Reviews at the 2017 North American International Auto Show, I'm Sofyan Bey.